and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, and today in the arena we are playing Regal Beans. Regal Beans, named for our good kitty cat friend from Foundations, making a reappearance in Standard, Regal Caracal. This is a cat that gives all my cats +1/+1 in lifelink, and when it enters, it makes 2/1/1 white cat creature tokens with lifelink, but it also is a 5-mana card, and that's necessary because we have 2 Busto draw engines in this deck. This deck is built around these 2 insane draw engine cards, Caretaker's Talent and Up the Beanstalk. With Caretaker's Talent, whenever we play a token, when a token enters the battlefield under our control, we draw a card. Guys, drawing cards is the best things in Magic. It's the best. And in the past, it was reserved to control decks, but now token decks do it, ramp decks do it, tempo decks do it. Everyone gets to draw. And this deck is going to combine 2 amazing draw engines because the other one is Up the Beanstalk. Whenever we play something with mana value 5 or greater, we draw a card. Let's think about this. Whenever we make a token, draw a card. Whenever we play something mana value 5 or greater, draw a card. Well, Overlord of the Hauntwoods is something we can impend for 3 mana, but is actually 5 mana, so it draws a card. But when it enters the battlefield, it makes a token, which is a land, which triggers Caretaker's Talent and draws a card. And you can even use Caretaker's Talent to copy the token land that you made to turn your Caretaker's Talent into ramp. That's insane. Now, the same thing kind of works with the Caracal, right? It's a 5-mana card, so you draw from beans. It enters and makes tokens, so you draw from talent. You're getting it both ways. You also get a token from Sunfall, so that's a really good card in the deck. You get a 5-mana spell from Seize the Slumber, which you can cast for 2 mana as a removal spell. That triggers Up the Beanstalk, so that's a card draw. It's all kinds of little mana, like just these little things that add up into you drawing too many cards for your opponent to deal with and creating awesome board states. But I promise you, as we are about to go into it, I know I'm supposed to make this whole video about this deck, featuring this deck, what's going on with this deck. But I promise you, there is a brewer out there in the arena, and you're going to see one of the great battles of the year with that brewer in this showdown. So come for this deck, stay for my opponent's deck, and enjoy the show. Let the nonsense begin. I want the hand. You know the hand. It has Up the Beanstalk, and it has the green Overlord. Okay, I will not have the hand, but this is 2 removal spells, the cake and the talent. It's on the draw. It might be too slow, but we'll see. Okay, that's a lot of good removal and a draw engine. Just don't take my draw engine. Okay, the black deck has not duressed my draw engine. This means life is very good. But do we play cake here? Or do we expect them to play the slasher and we want to get lost the slasher so we can get out the talent? I think we want to get lost the slasher. This is the play draw experience. You have to be ready. See that? That's the difference. That is the difference between just playing what's in your hand and thinking about your opponent's plays. You have to land talent. You have to get it onto the field and ready to go. That means you have to have a clear board going into turn 3, and Slasher would require you to stop and deal with stuff. The Annex, that is a good card. That's a really good card. Okay, this isn't attacking yet. We can hit it with the Slumber, but nah. Let's try to draw the land with the cake. They have cut down. You feel that stick? You definitely have a cut down. We got to put that on the bottom. We're trying to draw land here. We're trying not to brick on land here. Thank you. Oh my gosh, you scare me sometimes. That's good, because if we had to use the chapter or level 2 to target here, they would remove it. All right, we can pass. Do I want to seize from Slumber this now and get it gone for good? I think we can hold. We have a Sunfall. We have a Sunfall. I think what we want to do is use cake on their turn. They're passing? Sussy. Are they checking for priority? Because this holds priority. Maybe they're just seeing if I will crack it early. Bloodletter. Ouch. Okay. Definitely want a Sunfall. Cake. Okay, we're looking for another land, preferably a green one, so we can cast an Overlord when we find it. I mean, oh, this deals with the Annex. We have to deal with the Annex, I take it. Oh, no. But, man, that is not really what we wanted to happen. Land. Okay. I do have a mana open. That mana open could certainly be a cut down. Let's see if there is a stick when we deal with the Annex. There is a stick. It is a cut down. So we don't want to use this level of the Caretaker's talent. It won't work. They would have used... There's another tell. They would have used the map. Let's just pass and hold on to Seize from Slumber, because I think what they're going to do is cut this down, and they're going to try to pave the way to attack with Bloodletter and Slasher. And we're going to seize the Slasher. Ooh, I don't like that, but we're doubled up on good cards. We're doubled up. Okay, they must have just drawn this Duress. They could have drawn it off the Annex as well. They take one of the Seizes. If they have another Duress, we lose here. If they really drew into 2 Duresses. Little map token. Another one on top, and they keep it. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting, guys. All right, remove Slasher. Don't die to Slasher combo. We gotta draw land for this Sunfall, dude. We're stuck on 4. We need 5. We cannot survive this. But we had to get rid of the Annex. It was a no-win situation, and that's the draw we needed. We are in this. I guess it was a win situation as long as we still drew to the land. Another one, but they know about this Sunfall. Another one. Okay, bro. It's a lot of bloodletting going on. How do we keep answering it? Oh, that's one way. Don't be afraid to kill one of those things when you have the chance. Could level 2 this, but it would make an empty incubator token and not draw a card. We already drew a card. Nice to see Overlord. Remember, this is a token. It's got synergy. Although this Bloodletter is probably just going to have to get Sunfalled as well. Oh my goodness! They won't stop! They can't stop. Okay. We do. Here's what we do. Yes! We're getting there, baby. We're doing the thing. Man, so much of this game goes back to making sure we got to land this Caretaker's talent on turn 3. Think of all the cards we've drawn and how it could have been stuck in our hand if we had to spend that turn dealing with our opponent's unstoppable Slasher. It would have been a disaster. Do we bean? Is it bean time? Gotta deal with this, but we have the Get Lost. That's 2 mana, so we have 4 mana left over. This comes in tapped, yes? It does. Let's get the beans down. Oh, the card draw engines are in full effect today. Hoi! Cake! Classic cake eating behavior. No apologies. I'll take that fountain port. Absolutely, I'll take that fountain port. So do they have another cut down? We've seen 2 of them. They might have a Go for the Throat. It does feel like removal, but it could be activating Foundry holding priority. Let's... Do we go for this? Yeah, if they're going to use removal, let's get it used on this little bunny. Yeah, I think they're reaching for it. That's fine. Anoint with Affliction. Now, if we use this brush land on their turn, we lose twice as much, right? That's right. Let's do it now. Hey, look at you! More maps! All, and I mean all, of your Bloodletter of Aklazatzes are dead. All of them are dead. As we had to do it. We had to do it. It's not every day you get all 4 in your top 18 cards. We had to do it. It had to be done. Foundry. Okay. All right, let's start that overlording. So powerful. Draw from beans, make token, draw from talent. We are at only 8. We have to be mindful. We have to stay vigilant. Sunken Citadel. Yes. You are a green land? But yeah, we're in good position now. They didn't just snap off a removal spell. They're dead. Oh my goodness. The lettuce was indeed spicy. It's not every day you have to battle all 4 Bloodletters of Aklazatz, but that battle was held, that battle was fought, and we are the victors. On the play, beans, overlord, talent. Oh my gosh. There's no removal, but you're on the play. You don't need removal on the play. You need it on the draw. We also need another land. I think this deck wants to cooperate. I think it wants to feed us the green land for the overlord. It wants us to get there. Terry. Psst, Terry. Terry, you want to fight? I'm gonna poke your pet rock until you play, Terry. Yeah, that's what I thought. We got Neglected Manor. Well, that's a land, but it's a tap land. Sure could have used it last turn, but let's play beans. Maybe we'll hit an untapped land and be rolling the way we want to be. Wrong color. But that's fine. That's fine. There's a lot of good things here. A lot of good things. Neglected Manor is an interesting one. And Valgavoth's Lair. What is going on? Esper? Esper enchantments, perhaps. All right, let's drop a talent. Start building up the draw engines. And soon, anything we do will draw us cards. And our opponent will be doomed. There's nothing more powerful in Magic than drawing all of the cards. Demolition Field in the Esper deck. Are you going after my Fountain Port? They're thinking about it. They're doing it. Our opponent is a maniac. I'm here for it. No reason not to float a mana, but the odds of us actually using it are very low. But we get that 1 green that sets up the Overlord with the beans and the talent. We could even be Greed Lords and go for another talent, but nah. Nah. 2 busted draw engine enchantments, 1 deck. Oh God, I love it. Can I do my thing now? Thank you. Oh, dude. So there's the token. Is a copy of any token? Oh ho ho. Is this not the greatest thing you've ever seen? I just ramped with my Caretaker's talent. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have so much cards and so much mana. I'm gonna be rich. I'm gonna be card rich. authority of the consoles. Okay, things enter, they gain life. No big deal to me. Obviously, something they added to take on the red decks of the meta, but that's not for me. It's not intended for me. We have to think counter spells, though. We have to think counter spells. So, like, running the Regal Caracol into this is probably not ideal. Let's just play some cake. Just a little cake. Nothing to be concerned about. Draw. Beautiful. I do think it's a counter spell. Now, there's a few ways to play around it. We could activate the talent so that our tokens are leveled up in the future, or we could make them play it so they don't get to do anything else. But I think we freeze their mana if we just don't act. Give me white. So if we don't want to act, you know what? Nah, let's double down on cake. We can activate the talent next turn. They're not going to want to counter this. They didn't want to counter the first one. And then we can also cake on their turn. We have 3 tokens. Then on our turn, activate Caretaker's talent, pressure them, start beating them up with these tokens they don't want to use their counter spells on. That's, I think, the line. By the way, you have to love these cards. They seem counterintuitive, but they both trigger Beanstalk and they both make tokens and trigger talent. Our opponent is flanking. So that is a piece of anti-graveyard content into Scry 2. They're digging for some kind of answers, and they put both on top. That's scary. That is scary, because if I feel like I'm way ahead. If they put both on top, they might have something very powerful to help them come back, or at least do something explosive. That is a card. That is temporary lockdown. Okay. That's gonna take out the beans and the cakes. I can sack a cake just to get the card draw and the life and the 1/1, but then it goes away, or I can let it go under the lockdown to get it back later. Let's get the card now. There's no guarantee that there will be a later. And we keep bottoming these lands. That's pretty good. Giving them life isn't a big deal. Our board state in the end should be overpowering. They get rid of their own authority of the consoles. Yeah, those are 2 cards. You can put them both in your deck. It's an option. What does this signify for a counter spell? They don't have double blue. They don't have blue-white for No More Lies. I don't think it signifies a counter spell at all, but we should still be careful. Like one of those quench counter spells. Phantom Interference. Yeah, let's go for Caracol. All right, no counter spell. Could have had an extra draw if we played the beans, but now we can blow up Lockdown and destroy them that way. Or we can just play another beans. Let's play another beans. Still going. Let's see how they answer the cat board. Meow. Fabled Passage. All right, Terry. You're Esper. You've got control-y tendencies. Oh, whoa. Okay. Demolition Field, Fabled Passage, 4 colors. What's happening? Gotta watch out. Decks like this just pull out like a mill combo, and I'm like, oh, well, I guess I drew too many cards and I lost. It could happen. We've been there before. That's a big planeswalker. Eternal Wanderer? Make Samurai? Alright, Get Lost can deal with that. It's a double strike, so we need to make our tokens big. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then, yep, okay, we go level 3. So now they're 4/4s. We can make one of them fly. That's pretty good. We can make the Caracol fly. That's pretty good. Okay. Big plays.
I have been reborn.
So you take out you. You two go face. Our opponent probably leaves something alive to attack Elspeth, but there will be an Overlord in the way. We have a sneaky blocker. Okay, they're just going to double block. Maybe they're going to sweep the board. They've been holding out to sweep the board with this Overlord on board. That's fine too. Considering how many cards and how much ramp it did for us, like them board wiping here, they kind of have to do it. But it didn't cost us any cards. Yeah, there's the Day of Judgment, but we still have Elspeth. We still have the talent. We still have the lands we ramped into. Like, everything's good. Another beans. 38 cards. I am going to start playing careful because I don't want to get milled. So I'm not going to draw every card that I possibly could. I'm just going to focus on enough pressure. So that means not running out of talent when it could draw an extra card here, but instead holding it back. And then we'll play this one now when it doesn't draw us cards at this very moment, because its intention is going to be to level up and attack the opponent. And we'll keep adding to our lands because that's awesome. And we can pass, holding up Get Lost, possibly hitting Lockdown, but planning to activate Cake. And we're on 36 cards. So the number you want to watch for is 30 because double Jace. Like Jace into Jace on 8 mana can be a mill you out. I don't even know if they play Jace. I'm just coming up with ways that we lose the game because we have so much value that we should be able to power through them. What is this? Reveal the top 5 of your library for each type. You may exile a card from among them, put the rest in the graveyard. You may cast a spell from among the exiled cards without paying its cost if you exiled 4 or more cards this way. What? Show me. Soul Partition, The End, Day of Judgment, Flanker. Of each type, for each card type. So land, creature, sorcery, instant. Okay, they have 4 types. And they may cast one for free. So they put the Soul Partition away, and now we get a free spell. And it's, yeah, it's Day of Judgment. Okay. And they get the Flanker, and they get the End, which can exile all the Elspeths from my deck when they have the time to do it. Yikes. Let's go activate Cake. I mean, Overlord's a creature. Okay, so we've seen some of their deck. It does make sense as a Jace deck, doesn't it? But can we afford to play around double Jace? They're still at 25. We have to start hitting them. I don't know if we can. If I give them back their authority, that's one thing, but I get to make another creature. Those become 5/5s. Man, is this where we use a Get Lost? They showed us Planeswalkers. Do I hold or do I go for it? Let's be aggressive. Not gonna play around double Jace the whole game when I can't even seem to get a hand on them. I haven't dealt them any damage yet. We gotta go to work. Yeah, those are more creatures. That is the goal. Another Caracal is nice. All right, level up. We're gonna do minuses wherever we can to add even more pressure to the board and try to win this game. And make really big attacks wherever we can. What do they have for 1 mana here that they're slow rolling? Okay, that's a 1. I mean, that's a 1-for-1 removal. That's fine. Do we go for Caracal? Caracal draws a lot of cards and leaves us mana for Cake. I think we want double Cake on board, if I'm being honest. Double Cake on board means we get 2 creatures on end step. Another Caracal is more pressure. Another Beans, we're going to discard that. We don't need it, but we also don't need these. I guess I need Beans even less, because if I cast these, I'm very likely to die, quite honestly. Okay. We have to be careful about the end. I think it's going to hit Elspeth, but we do have to be careful. All right, these 2. Beans, Sunfall. Beans, Sunfall. They're going to want to deal with the board that attacks for 10 and could attack for 20. They're going to want to deal with all the Elspeths because Planeswalkers tilt people. Wow. Atraxa. It was Atraxa all along. We don't have many ways to deal with that. That is a play, though. I mean, look at these cards. Silex, Cover Up, Maze Mind Tome, Witnesses. This deck is all over the place. Alenda? This deck is everywhere, but it's a control deck. We have a tough decision. Do we use our Cake here? Or do we blow up this Atraxa? I don't know if we can beat this Atraxa heads up unless we draw a removal spell. Now we do have we have 3 Get Lost and we have 4 Seize from Slumber that we could draw. That's a lot. And we're gonna get Scries and draws from the Cakes. 30 cards in deck. 4 on the bottom that are lands. I think we'll find an Atraxa answer. I think we move in. I think we Cake up. I think we'll find the answer. I believe in us. The opponent has reloaded their hand and they have Urza's Silex. This is destroy all other permanents. This card is massively destructive. Like, this annihilates the board and they have the mana for it. I think we have to try here to get them as close to dead as possible. And there's a Slumber. Just like that. Okay. Well, we know they're going to Silex next turn. 2 of them. Might as well Cake. It's not going to get better for us. Dude, their deck is a prison. It is intense. Once we lose these talents, our tokens will not be the deadly forces we were hoping they would be. But let's see what we can do. These give +1/+1s to cats. These are bunnies. My lack of synergy is disturbing. Destroy all other permanents. We have to choose 6 lands. That's so brutal. I mean, what an ultimate card here.
Our fight to win.
What? We're gonna put him on 5. We're gonna put him on 5. There's no point in playing anything else. My goodness, I have only got 23 cards left. This does cost 7. It's pretty much their whole turn. And then we have Elspeth on Fish. Gets them to 2. Ugh. Yeah. There it is. Man, Urza's Silex. I forgot about this card, but my goodness. What a card in this meta. What a card with all this stuff on the field. Just choose 6 lands. That's all we keep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But at least I've got a lot of everywhere. The interface. Can I send a note to the arena team? I would love it if the interface let us choose our lands at the same time. But now, you know, I had to wait for Terry. Terry has to wait for me.
Can't let evil win.
Fish. We're coming for you. Has something there. You felt it. You felt it. 22 cards. They have a full grip. They have Deadly Cover-Up, which can exile all of our Caracals. This is tough. I don't know if I'm going to win this. This is getting scary. I think I have to keep pressure on with Fountain Port for sure. If they end the Elspeth, so be it, right? But see that stick? They've got another removal spell here. Oh wait, they're at 5. They have the end. The end costs 2 less. Wait, this isn't black. No, they have another removal spell here. So making this fly is not a good play. Making the 1/1 might draw the Deadly Cover-Up or the Elenda. Elenda has protection from instants. Dude, I think I have to try to make it fly. I think I have to try. They're probably going to kill it, but we have to get them to play it. We have to get them to do the thing. Jeez, Terry. Your deck is weird, but you have it all. You've got it all figured out, Terry. Oh my goodness. Ah, sacrifice a creature token of their choice. Okay, this isn't as bad as I expected. We do this. We sack the Summoning Sick one. We do get the counters. We do fly in. Now Terry has to answer the Elspeth, the flying token. Has the tools though. But it is a lot harder to answer the Elspeth and the flying token than it was to just answer this creature last turn. And yeah, there's the end. Our other Elspeth is in the graveyard. They are now gone. They get to see our hand, so Terry gets to figure out exactly what to do to try to survive. But Terry has to survive the flying fish. My goodness, can you believe we're playing Magic and I'm saying that? There is 2 life right here from the flanker, so the flanker can keep Terry alive at 1. Yep, there it is. There it is. Oh my goodness, how do I get 1 more point of power here? I don't have enough mana to play a talent and level it all the way up, right? Yeah, I'm 1 short. And I've got to be really careful against this Deadly Cover-Up, because now Terry knows to take the Caracals. Because he knows I have 2 of them. Oh my goodness. How to do this. How to do this. 21 cards. If there is a Jace, oh, Terry's got like a 100-card deck. If there are Jaces, they're buried in there somewhere. I just now noticed the size of the deck. Terry is a maniac. All right. Let's get up a beanstalk. I mean, is this how Terry wins? Does Terry usually deck everybody because 100-card deck? What? Oh my goodness. No, not me, not today. Not like this. Combat. Eh? Oh my gosh, another removal spell! No! Okay. How do we do? If we play the Overlord, Deadly Cover-Up, naming Caracals, because they're in the graveyard, do we just play one of these to get the card draw We really want the Fountain Port on end step, though. I think it's like this. It's we do this impending. Fountain Port on end step. And now we do have the mana. If we draw a Caretaker's Talent and can get our creature through, we got him. Also, Terry doesn't know about the Sunfall. Terry might commit the Elenda. Yeah, you play Caracal, Terry covers up, exile Caracals, takes this Caracal out of my hand. I probably draw land. It's a cold place to be, but leave Terry with a flanker on the board, me at 34 life. Terry commits a Lenda. Now things look different. All right, what do I do on end step? I think I still make fish just in case. Hey, it makes a bigger Sunfall token. That could matter. But yeah, this attack is not clear. Sunfall. Seize from slumber. Okay. Play this. Terry plays cover up. Hold up activating Fountain Port and token. Terry can't use cover up. Pass turn. How many perfect answers does the Hundo card deck draw? Let's find out. It's coming down to the wire. Nosing around my graveyard, thinking about that deadly cover-up. But there has to be something at instant speed to stop a 1/1 fish and a 3/3 incubator token. Terry, you have no timeouts. It's time. It's time to make the play. Does it save you? What keeps you alive? A 6-point portent of calamity? Theater. Pure theater. But quickly, Terry, the rope is running. Get Lost doesn't do it. The end doesn't do it. But a Lenda on the battlefield might do it. Oh my goodness. But you didn't hit enough types. It wasn't enough types. And there's not enough mana for the Get Lost. Fish. Activate. Map up. Map up 2. Just in case. You never know, man. Combat. Elspeth Smite. No. And it's over. Oh my goodness. What a battle. What a battle. Oh man. I need a glass of water.